Hello, welcome everyone to Pro Wrestling Simulator. I am playing as the WCW World Championship Wrestling and we are finally at WCW Sin. So we are, as always, going to jump straight into the show. Let's hide the sidebar. So we open up with many people in this segment, but this is the standard video graphics, cutscenes. We have the shot of the Hell in a Cell structure. We have close-ups of Shane McMahon, Damian Priest clutching his WCW World Heavyweight Championship. You've got Braun Strowman looking like he's going to destroy Karrion Kross, who's got Charlotte Bordeaux by his side. We've got highlights of when Kross slapped Strowman on Thunder to try and get him to sort of break the deal. We have a voiceover of Marinaro saying tonight 3 men to enter the demonic structure, but one walks away the WCW Heavyweight Champion. Booker T excited, saying it's Hell in a Cell player, this ain't no game. Then we get a shot of Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler brutally attacking Dakota Kai. We've also got the horrifying image of Nattie Neidhart laying out backstage, and we had Bliss trying to help the situation to show their storyline. This time the voiceover is Velvet Sky saying the women's division keeps plunging into chaos. Nattie Neidhart brutally assaulted. Will Alexa Bliss and Dakota Kai get their revenge? Back to Maro saying tonight the Queen of Spades and the baddest woman on the planet will face the consequences. Then get a shot of Dolph Ziggler holding the US title, embracing Arn Anderson, Brock Anderson and Elijah Holyfield, as he has now got vindication on his face. He is now a part of the Horsemen, the Rogue Horsemen that is. We get Carlito ambushing him, and then we have Kevin Nash watching on the monitor. Then Nash is joined by the Regulator and also Tessa Blanchard, who's now in her NWO colours. Then get Booker T saying the NWO, the Rogue Horsemen, old rivals, new blood. The landscape of WCW has shifted and tonight it's coming to a head. Finally, we have Matt Cardona looking sharp, Joey Janela going chaotic backstage, laughing menacing, wielding his steel chair. We've got the Hardcore Championship gleaming. Velvet Sky saying Matt and Joey will destroy each other in a hardcore nightmare. We've also got Nash Carter, Gigi Dolin knocking off papers at the merchandisers in the HQ of WCW because they are here to make their debut. So yeah, opening cutscene, lots of people involved. Always good for a little dot of 0.2 overness. Might not sound a lot, but if you keep doing it every week, they soon get over. Alright, straight away it cuts to a backstage segment. We have Shane McMahon in his office. He's got Alexa Bliss seated near him. Dakota Kai's limping, holding her bandaged leg. You've got Nattie Neidhart there with a prominent bandage wrapped around her head, a glaring black eye. The severity of Nattie's attack is undeniable. Shane says, Nattie, I'm so sorry. What happened to you on Thunder was an absolute travesty. We're investigating it thoroughly, I promise you that. But for tonight, the medical staff has made it clear there's absolutely no way you're going to compete tonight. She tries to protest, but she's winching in pain. Natalie places a comforting arm on her shoulder. She then says, Shane, this isn't fair. Ronda and Shayna did this. They can't get away with it and then expect to walk into a match with no consequences. Shane says he agrees. Alexa and Dakota, your leg is badly bruised and sprained from the post-match attack. While you're cleared to appear, I can't in good conscience send you out into a tag team match against Ronda and Shayna in this condition. She's also looking a bit sort of disheartened but in pain as well. She then goes, but what are we supposed to do, Shane? They took out Nattie. They tried to take both of us out. We can't let them walk away all over us. Shane, he looks directly at Alexa. He's got a smirk on his face and says, you're right, Dakota and Alexa, you're absolutely right. Ronda and Shayna are going to get what's coming to them tonight. And while Nattie and Dakota won't be able to step into the ring, I found a solution. A partner for you, Alexa Bliss, who knows exactly what it means to step into a fight, who understands the grit and determination it takes to stand up to anyone, especially those with an MMA background. Gestures towards the door, and then it goes, "Tonight, Alexa Bliss, your partner is the Pride fighter, Sonya Deville." As the door opens, Sonya Deville walks in, carrying herself with the no-nonsense intensity, a serious look on her face. She surveys the injuries to Nattie and Dakota, locks eyes with Alexa. Surprise is evident on everyone's face. Bliss is like, "Sonya?" She nods, determined glint in her eye, walks over, shakes Shane's hand, stands beside Alexa. A silent, powerful statement of intent. Shane then says, "That's right, the Pride fighter is back. She stands with you, Alexa." Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler are about to find out that sometimes that fight finds you in unexpected ways. The match is still on. And that got 72, and that was just to hype the debut of Sonya Deville. So in a tag team match, we have Starlight Kid actually getting a win. She is about to become a key figure on my roster. She beat Saray, Isla Dawn and Carly Bright, 2-star 57. We have the Regulator himself, Fennec, defeating from the WWE roster Noam Dar. A little bit of a push, slowly getting there. He got a 2.5-star 52. Also accompanied by Kevin Nash, Tessa Blanchard defeats Kalina Jordan, and wow, that really 0.9 overness there for Tessa. That shows you a push can really help some people. We then go backstage. NWO's celebrations. You've got Nash centre flanking him. He's got Tessa radiant confidence after a victory. You got the Regulator looking dangerous. The air around them crackles and undeniable swagger. Nash speaking directly into the camera. Alright, let's get one thing straight right now. Some people out there, some people are trying to make a statement against the NWO. They think they can bring in their main roster talent from other places to try and shut us down, to try and prove something. He gestures towards Tessa, who holds her head high, then to Fennec, who gives a subtitle almost in nods, basically. Nash, but what did they get? They got a dose of reality. They got the chosen one, Tessa Blanchard, absolutely crushing Kalina Jordan. They got the Regulator Fennec, putting down the little high flyer Noam Dar. He then claps on their shoulder. He has pride in his face. Nash then says, 2 clean wins, 2 statements made, and tonight, WCW Sin, it isn't over. Not by a long shot. People will remember tonight for the upsets, for the championship, for the blood, sweat and tears. But when the final bell rings on this pay-per-view and the dust settles, before the last fan goes home, everyone will remember this night for one thing and one thing only. The NWO is going to make a statement that will be heard around the entire wrestling world. And trust me, when we make it, there won't be a damn thing anyone can do to stop us. And that got a good 76. So if you add up Tessa Blanchard already, she got 0.2 and a 0.9. She got over one overness for the entire show so far. Tag team action. We have the Evolution. Again, some main roster talent helping put my stars over. Tatum, Paxley there and Salruka. 2-star match, 54. The Street Profits pick up a tag team win over Baron Corbin and Dijak, known as the Skyscrapers, 2-star 59. We then have another vignette play. The first shot shows Vincent's face, lit from below, his eyes piercing and intense. He stares directly into the camera, knowing smile on his lip. Without a word, he slowly raises his hand and fingers poised. He does his little hum and then the old clicking of the fingers. We have Vincent, standing behind him, imposing shadow, fixed on the camera. His expressions are unreadable, But if you look at the intensity in his smile, he obviously, for those that know the Righteous, we're going to be giving them a shot on the roster. The screen completely fades with 2 words, the Righteous soon. Technically 3 words. So yeah, 85, good angle for the Righteous. Not really sure I'm going to debut them there, but we've got some good tag teams to put them up against. Talking of a couple of tag teams, we have here Psycho Clown and Pagano versus the Private Party, Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Quinn. And Psycho Clown gets the victory. Good match here. We've got a 3-star match, 64 overall. The Tag Team Championship on the line. War Machine defeats SmackDown's own Motor Machine Guns. And I am absolutely ecstatic with that result. As you can see here, we got a 5-star match here. 70 overall because obviously it's also based on crowd reaction. Effectively overness. But yeah, you've got Sabin, Shelley, Erik and Ivar putting on a 5-star match. Everyone benefited from that match. Awesome. Could be a rematch down the line. Here we go, debut time. We have a voiceover. We basically have a recap of everything, all the hype videos from before. Nash Carter saying we don't wait for permission. Gigi saying we take what we want. Then we get them staring down the camera. The words coming soon flash, then explode into the words right now. And then the video ends. And then we get the darkness at the top of the ramp. We get a powerful engine roar in the arena because they're going to come out on a custom motorbike. Think Undertaker, American Badass maybe. But we got Nash Carter looking rebellious and cool and confident, wearing a yellow vest. Seated behind him, her arms wrapped around his waist. We've got Gigi, Dolin looking equally fierce and stylish. And then they ride their bike to the ring. The crowd noise gets louder. So yeah, both dismount with ease. And then they hit the ring. As we look for some tag team action. 77 overall. We have a mixed tag team match here. Gigi Dolin and Nash Carter beat Giovanni Vinci and Karina James from SmackDown. As you can see, Nash Carter got a 1.7 rating here for overness, and Gigi got 0.7, 2.5 stars, 60. So yeah, very, very good overness debut for Carter and Gigi. Cruiserweight title match. Dragon Lee, who is the WCW Cruiserweight Champion on Raw, tried to get him to steal the show, which did work. However, Sean Skywalker is he's not really that over. Good wrestler, but not over. 3.5 stars, 66. The segment may help if Dragon gained popularity, if he had some momentum. So maybe I need to book him a bit more. Right, backstage we are with the Horsemen. Now we've got Dolph, WCW United States Championship on his shoulder. We got Arn Anderson looking cool. We've got an interview now. Dolph. For too long, I've been told what I am supposed to be. The show off. Mr. Money in the Bank. The guy who steals the show. And I did it every damn night. But I realised something important, something crucial, under the tutelage of a true legend like Arn Anderson. It's not enough to steal the show, it's about owning the show. It's about taking what's yours, carving out your legacy, and leading from the front. And that, ladies and gentlemen, it's exactly what the Rogue Horsemen is all about. We're not just a group, we are psychology. And I, Dolph Ziggler, am proud to stand with them, wearing these colours and embodying every single principle. Taps the US title. Tonight at Sin, some cool cat named Carlito thinks he's going to prance around here, chew an apple, and take what I've earned. He thinks he can just waltz in and disrespect the foundation I'm laying. But he's in for a rude awakening. Tonight, Carlito, you're not just facing Dolph Ziggler. You're facing a horseman. You're facing someone who promises to lead by example. He holds his championship. And tonight the example starts with a decisive victory. It starts with me beating Carlito. And it damn sure starts with me walking out this arena, still the reigning, defending and undisputed WCW United States Champion. Boom, promo from Ziggler, 79. And Ziggler lived up to his word. He defeats Carlito. We got a 3-star match out of that, 68. Carlito helped Ziggler there get some overness of 1.3. Yeah, stills the show. Right, we are on to our tag team showdown between Alexa Bliss, Sonya Deville, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. The chaos erupted, but in the end Alexa Bliss picks up the win and got a good overness boost there. 1.5 stars, the match quality wasn't quite there. 66 overall. Post-match, so we're sort of going to get a glimpse of what happened in the match. So we get a highlight. Sonya turned her attention to Shayna Baszler. Ronda was incapacitated on the outside. Alexa seized her opportunity, flurrying on offense on Shayna. Shayna was fighting back. Alexa ducked a lariat, spins her round, and then hoists her and drops her with the thunderous Sister Abigail. She hooks her legs, 1, 2, and from the outside, Ronda looked like she was about to break the pin up, but Sonya Deville was there, intercepting Ronda's move, spearing her off the apron, and then the ref hit the 3 count. So Sonya effectively stopped Ronda Rousey interrupting. The winners of the match, Alexa Bliss, Sonya Deville. Immediately, Bliss is to her feet, clutching her stomach in pain, beaming with her triumphant. Sonya's back in the ring. They sort of hug a mutual respect between them. They grab each other's arm, raising them high in victory, soaking in the cheers. Shayna Baszler sits up, shaking her head, furious and frustrated. She's in disbelief at the retreating Alexa and Sonya. Ronda Rousey recovered and gets back into the ring. They're staring daggers at the victors. Ronda and Shayna stand in the middle of the ring, a picture of defeated fury as Alexa and Sonya continue their triumphant walk up the ramp. And then the camera sort of has the horsewomen looking angry as the segment ends. So 75, victorious the champ, Alexa Bliss and Sonya Deville. Hardcore title. This is booked chaotic style, which made it good actually. So 3-star match, 70 overall. Matt Cardona is the new WCW Hardcore Champion. Following the match, Cardona and Joey Janela have thrown everything at each other. You had chairs, you had kendo sticks, got trash cans. In the final moments, Janela set up a pile of chairs in the ring, and then he dragged the groggy Cardona towards the makeshift platform, but Matt, with a last burst of energy, he reversed it. He shoved Janela headfirst into a turnbuckle. He then grabbed him and dropped him on the pile of chairs with his radio silence finisher, and then he got the 3 count. Obviously, here's your winner, a new hardcore champion. He is the internet champion, Matt Cardona. He gets his new title, he's clutching it to his chin, looking very proud. Shane O'Mac then comes to the ring. Microphone in hand, he heads to the ring, acknowledging the fans as Charles Robinson actually hands the title belt to Shane so he can formally present it to Matt Cardona. Shane then goes, Matt, congratulations, Joe and Janela, you fought your heart out tonight. Let's hear it for these incredible wrestlers. Shane then says, now I'm going to be honest with you, something occurred to me, something I forgot to mention about the prestigious Hardcore Championship. Something near and dear to my heart, something I remember fondly from my own career in the Attitude Era. You see, back when I held the WWE Hardcore Championship, there was a little rule, a very, very fun rule. It was defended anytime, anywhere, as long as a referee was around to make the count. So he says, that's right, WCW, effective immediately, I am bringing the WCW Hardcore Championship. It's now under the 24/7 rule. As he finishes his announcement, the optimistic Joey Janela, who's managed to crawl off the broken chairs, thinks, oh, this is my chance. A burst of adrenaline. He quickly rolls up Cardona, Charles Robinson, who is there in the ring, drops to make the count. 1, 2, but Cardona does actually kick out. He immediately snatches the hardcore title, rolls out the ring without a second thought, and literally sprints through the crowd. Janela scrambles to his feet, frustrated but determined. Looks on his face. He sort of shrugs and goes, "Why not?" and then dives into the crowd, hot on the heels of Cardona. Shane McMahon standing in the ring, looking pretty delighted with himself, with a 24/7 ruling, and that got a 64. Alright, main event time. Inside Hell in a Cell, we got a 97 for crowd reaction, a 3.5 star match, but 91 overall. Damian Priest did in fact retain the world title against Braun Strowman and Karrion Kross. However, following the match, Priest has overcome all odds. He raises the title, does his sort of soaks in the Raw. Suddenly the arena plunged into a jarring silence because we get the old guitar risk of the NWO music playing through the speakers. A single spotlight is on the entrance ramp. To the absolute disbelief of the entire arena, outwalk with a signature swagger is Naito. He looks round with a smirk, soaking in the stunned silence, and quickly erupts into sort of a cheer because people aren't sure what to do. Naito's here and he's already in NWO colours. Then we get Kevin Nash strolls out behind him. He's got a grin on his face. He pats Naito on the back, an acknowledgement of their alliance. Naito and Nash then point at Damian's Priest in the ring. The arena goes black. A deafening roar of confusion, anticipation erupts, silence hangs heavy. Suddenly the lights flicker. The entire Hell in a Cell structure is gone, so it's raised up, somehow removed from the darkness. However, in the ring, we have the full might of the NWO. You've got Nash is in the ring, Naito's in the ring, Tessa Blanche is in the ring, and the Regulator Fennec is in the ring. And standing in the corner, wearing an NWO black and white iconic shirt, is none other than Braun Breaker. We've also given him a bit of a hair dye. He then, everyone's stunned, and then without a moment hesitation, Braun Breaker charges forward and delivers a devastating spear that absolutely folds Damian Priest in half. Priest's body bounces off the canvas, his boots flying high as he crashes to the mat. The NWO then swarm the ring. Tessa and Fennec lay waste to a steel dace. Braun Strowman carrying Kross. Well, obviously, so does Naito. Tessa, with a wicked smile, actually goes after Scarlet Bordeaux, and she hits her with Magnum for good measure. The NWO stand tall over the prone bodies in the ring. Kevin Nash walks over to the unconscious Damian Priest and casually pulls the WCW Heavyweight title off his waist. He lifts it high. He stares at the gold for a moment and then gestures, walks over and places the title onto Braun Breaker's shoulders. Braun then grips the title, raises it above his head. The NWO are one. You got the new image. The camera zooms on Braun Breaker, who is staring at the WCW title in his hands. As the screen fades to black, we get the old NWO logo appear. Braun Breaker has joined them and he wants a WCW title, and that is the end of Sin 85. Overall, a solid pay-per-view. I mean, 84, that's probably one of my best shows. 0.3 gained in popularity, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm just going to tidy up a couple of things. Alright, we have got, let's mark all as red. Good news, we made a good amount of money. Got 1.98 million views on Netflix. Our promotion's overness is climbing. To be honest, I don't really click on a lot of information. We've got AEW Collision. Again, Monet versus Timeless Tony Storm. They kind of need to fix that, I think, because they keep booking the same shows. There you go, you got in AAA. We'll go down because I saw you got El Grande Americano and then Dragon Lee winning the tag titles. Ethan Page and Chelsea are still the mixed tag champs, and the world champion is still Dominic Mysterio. Storylines. So first I'm going to show you the updated stables. We've got the Rogue Horsemen, Arn, Brock, Ziggler and Elijah. We've got the NWO, Nash, Tessa, Naito, Bron Breakker and the Regulator himself. Storyline wise, we're still going to finish a few of these off. We could probably now, I'm going to probably remove Kross and Strowman out of this storyline. They're sort of finishing up now because we're moving on to Priest against Bron Breakker, and we're going to end the NWO and Rogue Horseman one because we want some fresh approaches. Yeah, let's have a look, see how the roster is doing. So I always go by for pushes. You probably want total popularity. Priest, he's climbing pretty well. Bron Breakker, this is why I was pushing him. He's now gone from 67 up to 75. Strowman's at 72. Bliss is only at 64, but she's doing alright. Ivar, he seems to be pushing a little bit. Ziggler, only at 54, but we're going to work on that. Yeah, Matt Cardona, my hardcore champion, only at 38, but he's only just turned up. Yeah, let's see who else we got. Tessa Blanchard, she had a good show recently. Let's see where. Well, there's Nash. He's only at 42, considering the angles I put him in. Tessa gained quite a lot just in the last show, so she was 26. She's got up to 27, 28. The Regulator Fennec only at 22, but you got to start somewhere. He was a jobber for a while. The reason I'm pushing him is because I look at that wrestling stat 84. Certainly worth it, worth a push. And yeah, overall marketable maybe go for Alphabet Core, I guess. So yeah, that is how we're looking. We'll continue forward a couple of days just to give you a chance to see what happens in the world outside of WCW itself. Oh, we've got TNA Genesis coming up. Oh, we got a contract expiring there for one of the Creeds. Huh, I wonder if that actually happens. So it says here, according to this, that Pat McAfee's going to exit the wrestling scene to focus on other projects. Well, you know, he sort of does work on American football. What have we got news-wise? Promotion war, 6-2. Oh, we've gained one. What are we winning in? Production quality. And we put on a better show. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, one of my wrestler. Here we go. You got Gary Gordon, aka Angelo Dawkins. Going about post the current use of AI. He's not a fan of it. So, well, yeah, I guess that's probably fine. Oh, we've got someone in possession of soft drugs, marijuana. He works at OVW. Got away with a fine, a community service. And we've got Matt Cardona shedding a bit of weight to make him more agile. So he's dropped down to, he's still ripped. So he's dropped down to light heavyweight, probably from heavyweight. Got a couple of Stardoms here, double pay-per-view for some reason. TNA Genesis. We'll have a look through it. Steve Macklin beat Mustafa Ali. Leon Slater's still your X Division champion. Frankie Kazarian still the world champ, but didn't make the main event. Have you got the Inspiration still the Knockouts tag champions? Li Ying Lee defeat Killer Kelly, retains the women's knockout title main event. Oh, we've got Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy beating Moose and Joe Hendry. So obviously Joe Hendry still appears in TNA in this game. So we've got Monday Night Raw coming up. Let's see what they'll put on. We've got Naomi, staying with WWE. You got Bobby Lashley staying with AEW. Logan Paul there, winning a title. So we'll go into that. We've got WWE and AEW both approaching Big E. Matt Menard, aka Matt Menard, Daddy Magic himself. He's joining New Japan Pro Wrestling as a commentator. And here we go, let's have a look. See, Monday Night Raw. Got an angle with Punk and Finn. Bailey and Vice beating Neil and Jay Cargill. An angle with John Cena and Dominic. A random match at Wagner Jr., Ricky Starks, John Cena and Bad Bunny beat Theory, Grayson Waller, Sharks there, and Channing. Lorenzo, LA Knight beat Omos. Main event, Logan Paul become your speed champion, beating El Grande Americano. Again, not a fan of the speed title myself, so maybe that needs to be tweaked a bit. It seems to be headlining a lot of pay-per-views. We've got Creed staying in WWE. Blake Christian being looked at by WWE and by AEW. What have we got? We should have NXT. There we go, NXT. Bianca Belair beat Candice LeRae. And we've got Logan Paul, JC Mato beating Hank and Tank. Rhea Ripley was on the show beating Adriana Grace. Right, we'll go forward one more day. Just to round out the week. For those that still like AEW, you've got Big E staying in WWE. WWE have made an offer for So Speed. So Speed gonna be on the roster. Good overness. You've got Otis contract coming up. What else we got? Oh, Zachary Vance, Nash Carter for me. He's was a high flyer. He's going for a more technical approach. Yeah, that's fair enough. AEW Dynamite. Oh my God, they've done something different. Max Caster beat Mark Davis. Joe beat Satnam Singh. MGF beat Dalton Castle. A very random match, but Bowen, Seidel, Ishii, Oliver beat Kid, Shibata, Cutler and Priest. Swerve beat MVP. Nick Jackson beat Kyle O'Reilly and Keith Lee. In the main event, Darby Allin beat Jay White. That probably would have been pretty good, to be fair. And to finish off, we've got Noah growing to cult size. And that, everybody, is the end of this episode. Again, thank you as always for joining me. I hope you're still enjoying the storylines I'm producing. Sin was pretty good in my eyes. We've got the NWO making a statement. And yeah, let's see what they're going to get up to, because we have got a few weeks to build towards the next pay-per-view. Let's have a look under events. That's event history. So we've just had Sin. Our next pay-per-view, 3rd Saturday in February, is Super Brawl Revenge. Alright. And on that note, I've been Hurt at 85. You've been awesome. Take care, everyone.